What's up guys, welcome to Maverick, and today I've got something really exciting for all of you, for all the camera geeks out there. This is the Panasonic G95, which is my favorite camera, and I can tell you that I waited for this camera for over, I think now 8 months. I can tell you that I was first going to go for the G85, and just then when I had made up my mind to buy the camera, I got to know that the G95 was also going to be launched in a couple of months. So I completely shelved the plan for getting the G85, and eventually waited for now over, as I said, 8 months. And I'm glad that I waited and I did not go for the 85 that time, because as salespeople, these guys try as hard as they can to force you into getting the camera there and then, and they want to convert every inquiry into a sale. So yeah, this is what I've got, the G95H, which is the 14 to 140 mm. So I'd now like to share the unboxing with all of you. So without any further ado, let's dive straight into it. Guys, by no means this is an in-depth review of the camera, and also I'm not a camera expert, so I can't be telling you tips and things to look out for in the camera and how to use the camera and everything. So yeah, this is just an unboxing and my first impressions of this camera. So as you can see, this is the G95H, which comes with the 14140. So guys, this is the box itself, and I bought the camera for 94,000, which is with the 14 to 140 mm lens, and the other lens which you get with this camera is the 12 to 60 mm, which is the kit lens, and that is the MRP is around 95,000 INR, and I think it retails for around 88,000. So yeah, this is the box itself, and as you can see, this is the DC G95H, which is the 14 to 140 mm lens. Okay, so let's put the box aside, and this is what I've got with the with the package. So this is a battery here, and extra battery. This is the charger, a memory card, and the strap. This is another cable. I think this is the micro USB cable. This is the charging dock, and that's the spare battery. And these are the contents of the box. And now let's have a look at the camera. So let me just put this aside. Alright, so this is the camera, guys, and you can see it's very sturdy, very well built. This is an aluminium. Now, one thing I like about the camera is that even if it's the micro four third lens, it does not feel from any angle that it's smaller or it's flimsy. It's so well built. There's so much of thought that's gone in making this camera, and making sure that each and every element of this camera really speaks for itself, and does not at all make you feel that you've got something flimsy or by any means which is lower in quality. So for a lot of you out there who may be wondering what are the differences between the G85 and the G95, well, straight off the bat I can tell you that the two cameras are very identical in their form factor, but the G95 is slightly the dimensions are slightly bigger, which is a nice thing. It's not a bad thing at all. And this out here, the grip of the camera, by the way, I've not got very big hands, but you can see that I'm also able to hold the camera really well. And the G85, in my opinion, was slightly toyish and just felt a little less sturdier than the G95. And you know what I mean, that the camera did not feel like a solid, well-built camera. Because of the dimensions, it's definitely smaller than this one. So the G95 is actually, they say, in comparison to a lot closer now to the G9, which is obviously a top of the line camera, and the features that they've given in this camera are very identical to the G9 as well, to the Panasonic G9. So the other differences are these three buttons. One is the white balance, the ISO, and the other button here. Also, as you can see, the LCD screen is in the G95 is the OLED. So the G85 has an LCD, and this camera has the OLED. So guys, I can tell you that I'm not a technical or a camera expert. This was just a video of the unboxing of this camera out here. So yeah guys, this is what it looks like. And if you have any other questions, or if you want a detailed comparison or analysis of the two cameras, you can surely go online and on the Panasonic website and see a comparison. head-to-head comparison of the key differences. Now definitely the G85 will be will go on a heavy discount, but to be honest with you, if you see the two cameras side by side, you would probably understand that the G95 is a safer and a much better bet, because one, it's a newer model, it has better features, the stabilization is far better, the focus is they've improved the focus also in this camera. So I feel in technology it's always better to go for newer rather than the outgoing models, because those are probably they might suffice for the time being, but in the longer run, if you're looking to keep a camera for at least 4 or 5 years, so you're much better off buying something which is latest and not something which is an outgoing model. So in my opinion, the G85 is still a good camera, but if your budget allows, and if you are very seriously into photography or videography, then better to go for the updated model, which is the G95 and not the G85. So yeah guys, these are some of the thoughts that I had on the camera, and I'm glad that I'm able to share the unboxing and my first impressions of the G95. I think Panasonic has done a fabulous job with this camera, and I'm really excited to now start using this.